Hi everyone. So my name is Majesty Angel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, family. I miss y'all so much. Now you telling me I've been going for months. As soon as I come back on, y'all leaving me. Y'all leaving me. But I understand. Let me tell you something. To those who have been with me from the beginning, when I didn't have 32,000 family members, but y'all have been rocking out with me for forever, and I am so grateful. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys what been happening to me. So what I noticed about YouTube, you'll be surprised who's tapping in. I have so many different stories. I mean, I've been on Twitter. I've been just standing in my truth. I just been doing so much different things. I guess maybe I gotta wait a little bit because I haven't really been on. I'm so excited. You guys just don't understand. I have to tomorrow when I go on live on my other YouTube account, because on my other YouTube account I got 4,800, almost 5,000 family members. So let me tell you what happened. So as this right here, this YouTube channel did amazing. I wasn't ready, right? I don't think nobody's really ready when all of a sudden your YouTube channel can do amazing, right? And I really didn't understand, right? And I really didn't have a crash course, but I have really been still on my other platforms. I have been building up my presence. You guys know me. I'm a straight shooter. It's amazing. It's almost at like 5,000 family members over there. I created a TikTok. Now, what's so crazy about my TikTok? My TikTok went like this account. All of a sudden, I had like 900 people, and I'm almost at 15,000 family members over there. So we grown. Like, I'm so happy, you guys, what I've been doing. So tomorrow on my other Majesty Angel account, you'll see me. I have been doing so much. I have been trying to just figure out a whole bunch of things regarding just being a YouTuber, being a public speaker, public figure, getting to understand when people see me in the streets, and I really don't like telling people that I am like a YouTuber, I am like a TikToker. People will be acting very, very like funny, but I just want to show you guys just a little bit because I was going to show this to my other YouTube family, but I just want to show you guys. So as I'm learning everything about being a content creator, being a YouTuber is very, very interesting because everybody is not going to like the things that you do. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to subscribe to your channel. You're going to have a lot of people who say that they like you just to come on your channel. It's so funny because people going off, but this is so crazy because I haven't been on this account. But I'm just showing you, right? And then they'll come on, they'll report you. Like, I've been seeing the ugliness of so much, right? But I just tell people to just keep going, just keep believing, whatever that you're trying to do. So on my other YouTube account, I have to show them because I was starting to just move forward. So as 2025 is coming to an end, I believe everybody should be at this particular time where they have learned a lot. They're noticing that should I say it like that? They're noticing that they do got it just to come up here just to create. I want to give a big shout out to the spiritual family, meaning the tarot card family, the spiritual people. For some weird reason, it seemed like it flipped. The people who said that being spiritual was corny, they're now flipping and they're now coming over to the spiritual side. Or you have yeah, and you have to also be careful too, right? So I was saying this the other day because I had seen I had seen one of the sisters from the tarot card people, and I said, listen, she made it to the grand stage. I think everybody right now this particular time, let me tell you, I'm the one who changed Twitter, and you like, bitch, you lying. No, I'm not lying. When that whole thing with Nicki Minaj and Carly B came on Twitter, right? Twitter was corny. I have to say it. So I came on Twitter and I started doing my format, which my format is showing a lot of different rappers, a lot of different singers. And I'll go on Twitter and I started twisting it. So now as you guys go on Twitter, you'll see a whole bunch of different accounts that's showcasing like a lot of different artists. Then you have a lot of different artists that's also promoting their stuff. So I've been very active. You know me, gang. I'll be active. But yeah, it's been good. You know, even to the point because people are getting penalized because other accounts think that you're nobody. I've been noticing that shit too. Because maybe because your account might have 500 followers, you know what I mean? Your account might have 1,000 followers, and people don't understand that just because you have a small account, your small account could still hit things, right? So I don't really know how people are marketing. And then I went on TikTok and I fucked TikTok up too. No, I'm dead serious because if you can notice, like you can go back and you'll see before on TikTok, maybe like 30 days ago, maybe 6 days, everybody all kept saying, if you want to go viral, if you want to go viral, you got to drop 36 videos, right? Because I went on TikTok and I didn't have that many people. So I just started doing what I was doing, but I always like to say like, to each his own. They have a lot of videos where they're saying that you have to drop 36 videos for you to go viral. I'm the only person that's saying be careful how you go viral. Everybody is doing streaming. I'm not helping nobody because, I've been very, very active. My podcast, I'm so excited about my podcast. My podcast is on major platforms right now. You know what I mean? And I've been given a lot of great PR, like, advice and certain stuff like that. But right now, because remember, here I go. Remember how I used to do this because people be hitting on my stuff. I just reactivated my TikTok account. My TikTok account is almost at, like I was saying, almost at 15,000 followers, but I deactivated, but I just reactivated, and it's just something about some of us where we don't have to do too much. We didn't ask for that momentum. I just think within this season right now that's just going on with the rappers, the singers, the content creators, the YouTubers, people are wanting different, and I believe that the times are changing, meaning it's switching because I'm always that person because I say this on my other YouTube account. I always come on here and I never want to tell people what to be, how to act. I always like to tell the community or anybody that's coming through that's listening to me that just do what you need to do. And you have so many people that are trying to control people. And I never want that to be on my platform. I always want people to be who they are, to believe in whatever they want to believe in, but at least have some type of line in the sand where you're going to be, an upright person. But within this season, people are starting to get exposed for who they really are, and it's just due time. I always like to say what a person that's pretending, they only could pretend but so long because at the end of the day, the real true character, the real true self, how they are, how they're moving, what they feel, how they feel about I don't know, maybe their supporters, people who rock with you. You had a lot of people during this whole, I was about to say, that whole crisis, right? Because you only need just a moment in time, a situation to happen for people to actually see people for who they are. And a lot of people have been exposed for just who they are, and a lot of people are not rocking with that. And I think people have the right to feel like that. And I think I always applaud people who have the strength. It's not easy to come up here and to show our face, right? Because I'm showing my face, to show our face, because we're going to get criticized, after, this YouTube account went through what it went through, I'll get into it. I was getting into somebody was like, you're supposed to do this. I'm like, yo, how you going to tell me what to do? And I didn't got videos on my YouTube account, as you guys can see. It's in the millions of views right here. Like, this is what I do. You can't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Because people don't really know who you are. And I feel like that's the secret weapon of us, right? Because some people don't know who we are. So we come in a disguise, right? Listen to what I'm saying. Maybe people got to come in a disguise before they actually know who you are. You know what I mean? Because if they really knew who you are, then they act accordingly. A lot of people have been ass something terribly, and then now it's turning over. I always say, be careful how you treat somebody, because guess what? The next day you might just got to sit at their office. The next day, you just might need their help on something. So be careful, because you have angels that are among all the madness. Now, this is what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say was, yo, people want to go viral and they want to be famous so much that they're screwing themselves. You know what I mean? And I can just look at it like on some of the streamers. I have a very big tip for the streamers, but I'm not going to say that, right? I say that stuff a lot on my podcast because um people need to be revealed to the world for who they are. You know what I mean? And I think if we were to forewarn people, well, it doesn't really matter, because you have people too that's walking on eggshells because they're trying to prevent something that's going to happen. It's like somebody's end, like the ending of people's reign. I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe somebody's in their throne, or whatever is about to happen is about to fall. Like I was saying, because a lot of people have been showing their ass. You have people who lost out on brand deals. You have people who lost followers, you know what I mean? And then you have people who are mad because these other people didn't gain followers. It's not like that. It's because we're living in the age that people want to see people for who they really are. They don't want to see people for, the foolery and stuff, but people can't help it. So like I was trying to say, a lot of streamers are gonna mess up their money. I said this morning on my podcast. I said, what do you want to be? Either you want to be a rapper or you want to be a streamer. You cannot be both. But because people they looking at it at a different momentum, I could say this, and y'all listen very closely, especially for those who are streamers, those who are YouTubers. And I said this to my brother: be careful on the ideas that you are using, right? People have amazing content. People have amazing ideas, right? But because they're trying to keep up with people, they're throwing out amazing ideas before it's too much. And then you have to do something that's out of this world to keep up with the momentum. And I always like to say, this is my motto. I always allow people to go first. You know, the amazing thing about letting people go first, when you let people go first, you see what they're doing. You're seeing how they're moving. You know what I mean? And then sometimes people want to go first because they feel like if they go first, they're going to destroy you. They're going to finish you. And I always say, I said this last week because somebody, a lot of artists out here, they're trying to, and a lot of people out here, they're trying to destroy people. They're trying to end people's momentum, and they feel because they're going first that they're going to destroy everything. You know, one of the rules of, the art of war is, baby, if you're going to destroy somebody's kingdom, you better make sure the first time you do it very well. Because once people, and that's what's happening, listening to this prophecy, people have just took their foot from off of your neck, and they have no understanding or no idea of what's about to happen. And that's what happened when people sometimes think that they got their foot on people's neck. The number one rule is when you put your foot on somebody's neck, that means you got to keep it there forever. You can't take it off. It have to be permanently there. And if you think that you're going to destroy somebody's momentum, you always have to keep in mind, who house are they under? Because a lot of people don't know. You heard what I said? Who house are they under? Because a lot of people's purpose, their calling, things that they're meant to do, their purpose is 10 times higher, right? I kept saying for people, because people didn't know that I had this YouTube account. People didn't know that I had 32,000 subscribers here. People just only thought, because I was on Twitter, right? Queen of Fat Four, and I only got 49 people. They thought, because I only had 49 people, they thought that I didn't have love. They thought, I don't know what the fuck they thought. But I was just like, okay, because I never been in that season where I'm paying attention. See, you have a lot of people that's paying attention to your blessings, right? Or you have, and I always say that, for I don't care about nobody else's account. I don't care because she might have 50,000 people on her account. I don't care because her thing is 1.2 million. I don't care because she have this, that, and the third. That's somebody's. That's me. That can never be me. But that's how other people are. You know how many people woke up this morning just to check your YouTube account? You know how many people woke up this morning just to check your Instagram account? You know how many people woke up this morning just to check your TikTok account? Because people are keeping up and they have no idea. So I always say that for people were laughing, or this, that, and the third, because people have called you for quits. People said you are finito. People said that you are done, and they have no idea. And I was saying that before, for sometimes we think that we understand our purpose, we think that we know what's going on, and we have no idea of what God wants us to do. And everybody kept saying, no, people. And I always say, I created my platforms. Yeah, I don't understand how many pages I got. One, two, three, four. Yo, I got like over 4, 5 accounts that I'm active on, right? And I'm heavy with it, right? Because I'm serious with it, because I prayed for it, I asked about it. And a lot of people don't include God into whatever that they're doing. This is why a lot of things doesn't work out, because they're not including God. And I said, Lord, I'm including you in what I'm doing. I'm up here, I'm talking, I'm speaking, and I'm not a baby no more. I feel like that. And I feel like because my accounts were doing good, it was calling people for me to be other, right? And I understand that. I understood the status, the bullshit ass status, because as people start to get higher on numbers, go look at it. You'll start seeing people who you have followed or people who you know, they start changing and shit. They start acting different. They start charging more and shit. They start saying, I don't want to be associated with you. They start, being fancy. They start telling people, oh no, you can't sit with me because this, that, and the third. And people are forgetting the number one rule. And I'm not telling people the number one rule, because within this season, people are going to fall on that sword, right? And I always thank God, because on all of my social media accounts, you're not gonna see it on here, but like especially on my TikTok is Majesty Queen of Fat 4. You can go over there right now. It's heavy. I just haven't moved anything, but I don't care what I do, because when I drop or when I push, I always get that momentum, because my energy is pure. I'm not coming in here to step on nobody's toes. That's why I was so mad when somebody attacked this account. You know what I mean? They purposely try to shut my account down because they were trying to slow down my momentum. But like I was saying, once you include God into whatever your plan is, nobody can stop whatever that's meant for you. So let me just try to show you this, and then I'm gonna get off. I just think that message was like definitely due to somebody. Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't want to show too much, because this is my own recipe, and people have been trying to like copy like people things. Yo, you'll be surprised. I didn't have people. I like, I'm gonna be honest, like, y'all want to know where I Am Her came from? I started that shit. I Am Her twin, like the missus. Anytime y'all go on TikTok and y'all see the missus, or y'all go on Instagram, my Queen of Fat 4 is down right now, like the Mrs. MRS, or the Mister and shit like that. I started that. Or you hear a lot of people on some of the rappers saying, yo, we going up, like I started that. It's certain shit I started, click click clack. But I don't like talking about it like that. I let people to think whatever, because you know how it is. People be like, they don't want people to get whatever, but I don't care about it, because once it's already out there in the algorithm and the people, because I always say, yo, my proof is in my platforms. My proof is in certain people thing. And then I just heard this rapper say, y'all are not my family. Y'all are my cousins. Like, what the fuck? I was saying, I've been saying that. I said, go on my timeline. I ain't never called y'all like that. I hate when I say followers, subscribers and shit. Like, nah, y'all my family, because I rock out with y'all. Now, I understand there's a lot of people that's within the mix that are haters. It comes with that. There's a lot of people that's trying to see, because when you start to get past that 10,000 follower, I hate to say that, 10,000 mark, 15,000 mark, that 20 mark, you better be careful, because all of them other heavy accounts that say that they not watching y'all, they is. They watching y'all. They trying to see what you got going. They trying to see what's your format. And then you can also go back and see, you will have a lot of heavy, big accounts that's stealing people's content. Like, what you mean the content? Like the title. I heard somebody say, rich, she was rich. I like dates in the park. Like, bitch, you don't like no date in the park. You have to look at it. Like, when you go see certain stuff and they talking about stuff like, yeah, that title, everything that you saying, that did not come from you, because you have people that see that you got something special. And I'm here to encourage everybody. I'm only here working with small accounts. You like, what? Because I know how it is, because you have small accounts and don't nobody want to send you nothing. They're going 1,500, 12,000, da 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 da. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? And I always said I'm still like that, even on my other accounts. I only put my cash apps because God told me to put it. But other than that, I ain't coming up here. It is what it is. I'ma help people. I just said like if people want to collaborate with me, like I'm not even really charging niggas like that. I'm not charging people. If you want to collaborate with me, you can collaborate with me. But I'm not charging people. Oh my God. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I'm so excited. News. I was like, yay! My baby just won a national spelling bee. So the school was telling me that my baby just won, right? Now, my baby's a genius because I always tell him to read. I don't know about nobody else's household, but in my household, like when my kids, especially with him, when he get in trouble, I tell him to read. Like read books. Read. And he got sick, right? This is how God is working because he got sick and I thought that he missed the national spelling bee. But when he went back to school, they said, no. Hi, Florida. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my family over here. Let me tell you something. Y'all dealing with a blessed woman because I don't know what's going on. My YouTube, this wasn't supposed to be back on because they was hating on me so bad because I rose and I got 30,000 subscribers. When I just clicked it back on because I had to talk to the people like, and that's why YouTube really need to crack down on people who are purposely trying to get people's accounts closed because you have a lot of YouTubers up here that are very good. You have a lot of YouTubers who has spent hours and hours creating content, and because you have certain people who are so pissed off because for some weird reason this account can get more family members. I don't like calling y'all followers, but this account could get this many followers because Susie can drop something and all of a sudden she just keep getting amazing numbers, amazing people liking and doing this. So this is not even supposed to be here. I don't know what God has for us, but if you rocking with me, you subscribe to any of my channels, because I just said this on my podcast 2 days ago. I just predicted that within the next 7 days, anybody that's connected to me, that's following me on my social media accounts, that God is going to bless you. I said that 2 days ago. I woke up this morning and found out that I got my account back. I don't know what God has for us. I don't know what our purpose is, but I know our purpose is calling and is knocking at the door. This is for anybody who has spiritual gifts. If God is telling you to be, I don't know, whatever, you're supposed to do something. You keep getting this feeling within your heart. You better do it. Because the worst thing that anybody can have is your gifts taken away. Is when God takes something back that's actually for you. And sometimes that will happen if we're not ready. Some of us are just not ready. And I hope that this is still going. So I'm going to go because I don't know if it's still rocking and rolling. But I was so excited. My baby won a national spelling bee. And I've been trying to have him show these people for so long, but I think as our kids are going through their own momentum, I think sometimes we have to let them grow, a little bit on their own. But I'm just so excited because I don't want to cry. My baby, he was sick, so he didn't even study for these words. My baby's just brilliant like that. I was like, he didn't study. He probably had like 4, 5, 6 days of study. But because he was sick, He couldn't study it. He didn't, and he was these some words I can't even spell. I'm just being honest. And my baby got up there and he did what he needed to do. So I'm just telling you this morning, anybody that follow me, man, keep going. God got something amazing for you. It doesn't matter what you do. What's meant for you, you're going to have. The only person that can forfeit that shit at this particular time is us, you. So I'm very excited about everybody that's following me. I love following people. I love seeing the videos, the motivational things that you guys are pushing. I feel like all of us should push each other. And I feel like my community, I hope, I pray, you know, that we're all on the same accord. Like we all want good things for each other. I got so many people. There's no reason 1,000 the people that I'm following. Nobody should be following each other. Everybody should be following each other. I got Houston. I got Florida here. Yo, I got Brazil here. I got so many people from around the world. I hope that is people within everybody's neighborhood. If this brother is selling something, he got his own business, then pluck hit up with him, join him. If you got some type of connections or whatever, and y'all look through my stuff, hit up, support each other. That's what people are doing. But you got some people that's just so fearful, because they don't want to see you. But within this time, it is nothing that they can do, right? Right. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My baby going. I'm taking my baby to go get sushi. That's what he loves. He loves sushi. I think it's something. I think he want to go to this like penthouse. It's like this penthouse like hibachi place in the city. It's like on the 12th floor. That shit's like $170 per person. But I'm definitely gonna treat him because he deserve it. My son, he's a great kid. He don't curse. He don't fight. He got me beat. He told me the other day, "Mommy, I just completed my 100th," and he said my 105 prayer. He been praying so much he got me beat. I was like, "Go on, brother. Go on." Cause I know one thing. This world need more different new YouTubers. I'm promote that. I'm like the new movement. I'm promoting that to God come and take my breath. But we need new public figures, new motivational speakers, new political parties. We need more funding going into the inner youth, meaning the inner city, Chicago, Detroit, Houston, Atlanta, all over there. We need more fundings and more back into these brothers and these women out there that want stuff for our new generation. Look at the leaders, look at the people who they following, yo. It's crazy. And if we right, because everybody got mad at them kids in Chicago. I don't really want to talk about it too much, right? And they kept saying they some YNs. Oh, look at their mothers. Look at them. Nah, that shit come from us. What are we? We're the leaders. Like, you can't blame the little kids like that. How are we performing in front of them? What are we doing? For the first eyes that they see is us. When they go out the house, when they on the block, when they going through, they want to do this, that, and the third. They see us. So who's the real to that shit? You know what I mean? And if adults don't take that accountability, like, yo, we messing up this our next generation, then like, come on. You know what I mean? And Diana Ross' daughter, let me just say this. I'm gonna say this. I gotta say this. Michelle Obama said that speech with Diana Ross is because of me. Okay? You like, here I go. You think I'm lying? Go on my Twitter account. I have been promoting Mrs. Obama to come up there to come to be the first madam. I don't care what nobody else say. I don't care what nobody else do. That's part of her purpose. She gonna be so mad at me. I'm putting this on my Twitter. I told Mr. Obama, I said, please, 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 do not send Secret Service, because I'm the one. I've been pushing that shit for Mrs. Michelle Obama to get in the race. That's why when she went up there and she said that the people wasn't ready for her, I was so mad. I was like, I need to get in contact with her campaign management, her manager. But nobody is going to tell Mrs. Michelle Obama what to do. Right? So I was the one who actually started doing that. I started moving that momentum because, it's just so undivided. But, we only can tell when God start the motion. Right? You hear this? So high, 32,000 people hear you. Yeah, don't shut it up now. So hi everybody. So you guys don't know. This is Nana Shirley. I'll say Nana Shirley. I'm gonna make you the world's famous grandmother. All of my other channels, everybody know her, but you guys don't know. God is sending people into my life, and I think He's sending me into their life, and I have the honor and the pleasure to meet this beautiful lady who just walked past, and um, I don't want to tell her business or anything, but you'll be surprised how God is sending people to people's lives, because uh, out of everybody that I know, listen to this shit. She's the only person that's really solid. And it's not even family. It'll be people who's not your family who's going to come into your life and they're going to love you and they're going to treat you accordingly, right? And this season, baby, it's going to be family, friends, and people who you least expected. Pay attention to the signs. So let me go. I gotta go. This was amazing. I hope you guys heard me. Until next time, I want to come on here, Jesus. I was gonna come back. You like da 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 because it's getting interesting. It's getting very very interesting, and I've been fighting myself because I feel like on the other half of my family members are just people that's looking at. They want me to change. They want me to be Versace. Oh, I'm not saying Versace because I have a very brilliant business pitch. I wanted to work with Donna Versace, but she retired, so I'm no longer working with nobody else. If I can't work with Donna Versace and give her my idea and pitch, because it would have been beautiful for the coming up fashion show, because ain't nobody got this. Ain't nobody got this, I'm telling you. Even BET. But I heard Tyler Perry got something going on because they want to redo BET, which BET because it stands for black excellence and a whole bunch of different things. Black excellence don't always have to necessarily be that nigga you gotta have your master's, your PhD and all of that. Black excellence is when you have accomplished something, you have impacted the world, and because of who you are have made you black excellence. That's what black excellence is. And I have a very very great idea. I was I'm gonna hit Tyler Perry because they want to redo the BET award, and I think the BET needs to be redone because it's just too much of a different side. Even though, baby, I'm bougie and class, bad and bougie. I always tell you that. I'm never gonna forget that. But when we are trying to represent or show something, it have to be a different look towards it. So I understand the whole new momentum of them wanting to change BET. And I told Tyler Perry I got a great idea because nobody has this. I mean, just the arranging. Ooh, shoot. Sorry. Just the arranging and the tabling and how they just what they want to do. It'll be very very good and classy. So let me go. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Hi so much from Florida. Love you. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna try to see if I can find you. Until next time,